got a secret. Like you victorious, I'm back on a Tuesday and fuck it feels glorious. I'm on the backbeat, sipping in the backseat, listening to NSYNC, no, not Backstreet. Yes, I can get it on my mind, my own mind, while I'm waving out the window like bye, bye, bye. Yeah, that bitch, yeah, she a bad bitch. I saw her texting earlier, fuck, we got catfish. I don't know if you can see it while I take it home. I am like that Kendrick verse, cause bitch, I'm out of control. If you wanna see it while I go, I'm slinging names. I be rocking now, go like I'm Trinidad James, and we never fail. Yeah, pale in comparison, rocking holy grail. Yeah, you can say you got it.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Just a little quick one today. I've got a lot of questions about people asking about flexible dieting and whether it's better or worse and easier or tougher to stick to than classic sort of bodybuilder dieting, 5-6 meals a day, chicken and vegetables, meal after meal after meal, that sort of diet. So I just quickly want to go into sort of the major pro and con of each. So if we start off with the typical Broscience sort of approach to things, so like I say, cutting the fats low, maybe carb cycling or just cutting carbs down completely and going with sort of the same meals every day, routine. I think the main benefit of this that people don't often realise is that if you stick to it, if you don't fall off the bandwagon, if you don't cheat your diet, if you stick to that and you do your cardio, it's pretty much foolproof. I mean, I don't think I've met anybody who's done that consistently for a long period of time and not seen results. I just never have. The problem with it is it's very difficult to stick to. Like I say, it gets very monotonous just eating the same thing over and over again. Chicken and vegetables, steak and vegetables, chicken and vegetables. It just gets very boring, and it increases the likelihood that you will want to stop and you won't want to carry on, which is where it leads into you possibly pigging out on your diet. And especially something that people don't realise is a lot of competitors, top level athletes, even people who just do it at an amateur level but compete and really do have to be strict with their diets to reach those levels of body fat and whatnot, end up with eating disorders. They just can't stop pigging out afterwards, or they just look at food differently to how they did before, and it can really have a negative mental impact on your health. But if you want something that is foolproof, if you do it correctly, it's right there in front of you. Me personally, I can't do it. I don't really like vegetables that much. I prefer to just keep my overall calories lower, hit my macros and just do the cardio I have to do. That way I can be a bit more flexible. Moving on to flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros, whatever you want to call it. Basically you've got your macros, your fats, your proteins, your carbs. If you hit your requirements for those and stay under your calorie limit that you've set yourself, you can eat whatever you like, is the general sort of theme of things. I don't think that's quite how it was meant to be intended. I think it was meant to be also, if you're eating the right foods and also hitting your macros, you can squeeze in something here and there. Maybe, I don't know, instead of having just dry oats with water for breakfast, maybe with some protein in, you can swap it out for some protein pancakes, bit of chocolate syrup, whatever it might be that you want. The thing with if it fits your macros though, people get carried away, if you like. People begin to think they can eat whatever they like and they'll still lose weight, and it leads into more and more sort of cheat meals that are, I suppose, you kind of work them in and you fool yourself into believing that they are okay for you to be having, and they're not. Honestly, have your one, maybe your 2 refeeds a week or every 2 weeks, just to reset that metabolic sort of rate. Don't be doing it every single day thinking I can have this chocolate bar and these crisps, because it's just going to hinder your progress. If it fit your macros, essentially, it's easier to stick to because you do have that flexibility and you don't always have to eat the same foods. However, its major con is that people believe that it means you can eat whatever you want as long as it fits your macros. So if I wake up in the morning and I just decide I want to eat a whole cake, like a whole big old chocolate cake, and it's just got like 100 grams of fat, 150 grams of carbs, 20 grams of protein, I think, yeah, that's fine, I can eat that, so long as I just, for the rest of the day, only eat protein, because my fats and my carbs have both been hit. It doesn't work like that. If I'm getting towards the end of the day and I've got a few, maybe like 20 grams of carbs left, 10 grams of fat, a couple of grams of protein, and I've got a chocolate bar in the fridge, I might say, hey, I can squeeze that in, so long as the calories don't tip me over my calorie limit, and I'm still doing everything else like training hard, doing my cardio, everything else needs to be on point, and it's only small sort of things, you know, maybe instead of having just dry roasted chicken for dinner every day like the Broscience route, maybe if I'm good throughout the entire day and I've got more fats left, I might be able to have some fried chicken or, I don't know, a burger or something like that. Still good foods, and try and get whole foods. Maybe make them at home or get them from a nice restaurant or something. Don't go down the fast food route. I mean, I know that is something that I will cover in a different video for sort of the younger people, because I myself have had a lot of experience with that. But as I say, that will be in another video coming soon. But that about wraps up the pros and the cons of If It Fits Your Macros and flexible dieting versus the Broscience route. My personal opinion, as I've said, is kind of a mix of both. Something that Ross Dickerson has said he does before is that for 5 to 6 days of the week, I make sure that my food is on point. I eat the same food every day, give or take, you know, maybe changing one ingredient here or there, chicken for steak or oats for pancakes or something like that. I keep everything relatively similar through pretty much the entire week, and then on the weekend I let my hair down, and I don't necessarily have a cheat day. I still try and keep under my calorie limit, but I'll eat whatever foods I like, so long as they're not, so long as I'm not being crazy eating 5 takeaways a day or whatnot. You know, it's going to be fine. You're still going to have exactly the results you're looking for. Maybe it may take slightly longer than if you just went 7 days a week pure like bodybuilder diet, but it's not worth it, guys. The small loss that you might have in time frame, you gain just out of enjoyment of life and a reduced risk of cheating on that diet and falling off the wagon. So that wraps it up for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick one now. I'm going to be going on holiday for the best part of 2 weeks, so there won't be any videos coming up while I'm away because I'm disorganised and haven't got anything pre-planned. Also, I won't be taking my laptop on holiday with me, so no chance of uploading. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like. If there's anything you want to comment or anything you want to see in the future, make sure to drop it down below in the comment section. Subscribe if you like the content, because every single one helps, and I will see you guys in the next video.